Hello again, everybody. I'd like to talk briefly about honesty and about the time that you're going to spend here this next week. Ladies and gentlemen, this week will undoubtedly be a life-changing experience for each and every one of you. All of you will be changed by the greatness of the people around you. It's a type of greatness that warrants responsibility on your part. One of the core values of the YMCA. Just for the record. This week, be the best you. Feel free. Be who you are while you're here on the mountain. As you know, honesty is also a core value of the YMCA. An honest, free exchange of ideas is something that only this conference offers. At all the other debate conferences across the country, there is one thing only, debate. Here we have the free exchange of ideas. That is what makes the YMCA Youth and Government Program, and that's what makes the Conference on National Affairs unique. Be honest with yourselves and with your fellow delegates. Be the best you that you can be. And be the best you for yourselves and for everyone. Enjoy every moment of that freedom. For the returning delegates, offer yourselves to the newcomers. Be there for those who are here for the first time on the mountain and show them the beauty that the YMCA Youth and Government Program, that CONA has to offer. For those who are first years, I have the inspiring words of someone that we all look up to, someone who is possibly Youth and Government alumni. She said in one of her poems, "Just dance. It'll be okay." The words of Lady Gaga are the words that you should take throughout this week. In committee, in General Assembly and plenary session, while you're walking down the mountain or working your way into the Blue Ridge Center or wherever you are, just dance. It'll be okay. This is your first time. If you've never been a debater, if you're from the judicial programs or wherever you're from, whatever background you have, just dance. It'll be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a few announcements that I'd like to make. Before we move on, I'd like to point out several things. First, this is a Blue Ridge Assembly. YMCA Blue Ridge Assembly, okay? There are several buildings along the Blue Ridge Assembly. First, this is the amphitheater. The amphitheater. All the way at the bottom of the mountain is the Blue Ridge Center. That's where we do all our meals and the like. And in the middle of the mountain is Lee Hall. Lee Hall is where the porch is and where all the rocking chairs are. Next to it is Heaton Hall. And as a reminder to those who are returners, you have your maps in your books as well. And to those who are new here, feel free to turn to any of the YMCA Blue Ridge staff, any of the staff for the Conference on National Affairs, or a returning delegate. And as I said before, in your proposal books, there's a map. There's a map. There's a map. There's a map. The next thing that I'll touch on is the proposal sharing groups. After we adjourn, we'll be going to the proposal sharing groups. Just as a reminder, everybody, the proposal sharing groups is for discussion of those ideas as I was speaking about before. This is not about debate right now. The debate will come when we get to the committees, but this is for the discussion that will happen to better and strengthen the proposals that will be discussed in committee. So go into the proposal sharing groups with a free mind, open to whatever suggestions might be made, and free to make suggestions to others, not for debate, okay? The final thing I'd like to touch on is directly after we adjourn, all committee chairs, please come to the front. We need to see all committee chairs and clerks. We have some paperwork that we have to give you all, so please come to the front, okay? As I said before, if you have any questions about where to get to any of the rooms or anything like that, feel free to not only consult your proposal book, but feel free to talk to any of us, the POs, the conference staff, anything about anything. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, the opening session is adjourned.